locate the TV remote. Now that will depend on where we have left it after cleaning the room. In this case, it is in this cabinet here, but it might be either in that or in the work one or in any of the individual cabinets or the cupboards. Now make sure that the TV is, you can see the red LED and that the plug is on the on state. Then you need to simply press a short period of time the power button, maybe a little bit more. I have to aim it at the TV. By default, it will go to what was on last time, but you can go to you can press the smart green button, which will open up the smart TV. So again, to navigate using left, right, up, down. So if you want to use Netflix or whatever, you can find it within the application section here. So this is all the apps already downloaded onto the TV as standard. So for example, Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, MI5, ITV Hub, and etc. To connect your phone to the TV, what you'll need to do is you need to connect to the router via Wi-Fi. So your room, for example, this room is F4, so I would connect to the F4 Wi-Fi and then follow the settings on my phone to allow wireless display. This setting is for the Android, and then for iOS it would be AirPlay. For example, if I want to set up Netflix, I would select Netflix. Also, a cool feature that I like is to use the cursor, because sometimes the software doesn't register the button clicks, and it's easier for me to select this red arrow here, which will simulate a mouse cursor similar to use on a computer. For example, in Netflix, I know there's an ongoing issue where it keeps loading, but there's a sign-in button here. All you have to do is press it using the mouse cursor. Then you can type in your login and password, sign in and whatnot. And to always go back to that menu, simply press Smart. It will go back to it. And then you can select if you want standards TV. That's the main selection there. There's a lot of other sections, so to go straight to Netflix, straight to YouTube, to browse on the internet, to change the volume, change the channels manually with this one, to completely mute it, that's the mute button.
And that's shameful. And I think
everything else is pretty much standard. Now to change, if you want to plug in your Amazon Fire Sticks or whatever else, let me just mute this one. If you want to plug in your Amazon sticks or your other boxes, Skybox, you have your standard HDMI inputs, you have the USB, don't take this one out, this one's for the remote, and you have your jacks here as well. But for most, just the HDMI is enough. Down below you have the older VGA input. That's the satellite TV cable, and that's the internet cable. So if you are not able to get onto Netflix or YouTube, because it's saying that there's no internet connection. Check this cable, that it's plugged in well. And then if you run down the cable, you should see that it's plugged into the router. Just make sure that it's plugged in well as well. And hopefully that will fix the issues. And the same applies to the TV cable. If the TV, if you can't connect to any, if you're not getting any satellite TV, then check that the cable is plugged in well, and then you run it back, which leads to here. Oh, it will be here. So this is the other one.